I could sit here and tease the importance of having systems or the necessities of systems, but you know you need systems. I know I need systems. We all know we need systems in order to function in our day to day and also to achieve the goals that we set for ourselves. And even though you don't have any goals, you do need systems to function daily. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. I'm excited to be sat here chatting with you again today. Last week, I talked about my quarterly goal setting strategies. If you haven't checked out that video, you probably want to do yourself a favor and check that out because you will be missing out on some gems if you don't. And if you are new here, welcome. I hope you stay a while. I promised I was going to make a video on how I set my systems to automate my goals. So here I am, fulfilling my promise to you. I hope you're going to fulfill the promises that you set for yourself this quarter. By the end of this video, you're going to have new ideas of systems to organize your life, stay productive, and to automate those goals that you're setting for yourself. So let's get into why systems matter in the first place. Like, what are these systems that I talk about? Systems make sure you're actually getting it done. I'm going to make this as concise as possible for you because the last thing I want to do is overcomplicate your methods of achieving your goals. When we make our goal setting harder than it needs to be, I think the motivation and push to actually get it done fades away. So I don't want that to happen. For part one, I'm going to talk about planning and structuring our goals. This is where we actually build the automation to navigate these goals that we've set for ourselves. For this example, I'm going to use my meal prepping and my fitness routine. So when it comes to my meal prepping, one of the things that I don't like is having to sit at the beginning of the week and decide what I'm going to eat every day. That throws me off. It makes cooking even harder for me. It makes me not want to cook at all. So I realized that it was difficult for me to stick to a meal prep schedule because of this difficulty. So what I did was I used my best friend, ChatGPT. So I'm actually going to look at my prompt while I'm speaking so I can remember. For my prompt, I asked ChatGPT, I'm looking to build my meal prep schedule for the week. I like fish, chicken, and any other meat but red meat. I like carbs, however, I'll be reducing my carb intake for myself and increasing it for my husband. In this meal prep, include veggies so that I have a well-balanced meal. I like tasty foods and a mix of dishes from African to Mediterranean to Asian dishes. And for the week, I will be making 2 different meals for lunch and 2 different meals for dinner. Please use this and build me out a 4-week meal plan. That's all I did, and ChatGPT spat out a lot of ideas. I copied what I liked from it and refined some recipes and created a meal prep schedule in Notion. You can create your meal prep schedule wherever you want. You can leave it in ChatGPT and come back and look at it if you want, but I just wanted mine to be organized in a table. So I created a template in Notion for myself for the entire month. And with this, every week I have a meal already planned out for me. And all I have to do is grocery shop based on what I'm cooking for that week. And this made my life so much easier. It really took away the mental gymnastics I had to do in order to come up with what I'm eating every single day. Now, if you're not a meal prep person, that is completely fine. This is a prompt that I made for myself because I knew I wanted to meal prep. So refine this for your daily meals. If you like to cook a new dish every day, just make sure that you ask that in your prompt. Now, this is what I use. You do not need to use ChatGPT for this. You can even go on Pinterest and look up recipes for the week. I used to do this, but it was just too many ideas. I didn't want to have to go through so many different articles. So using this method made it a lot more easy for me. Now, this is for meal prepping. This has worked amazingly well for me. Let's get into example number 2 on how I build out my gym schedule or workout routines for the month. I change my workout plan every 2 or 3 months because I notice my body plateaus quite often. So this was something I just analyzed within myself and wanted to change my workout plans. And this was how I did that using ChatGPT. So for my prompt, I said, I want you to act as my personal trainer. I'm a very active individual. I make it a habit to be in the gym 3 to 4 days a week and also engage in Pilates 2 days a week. I have active workout plans, but my body plateaus after 1 to 2 months of repeating my workouts. I want you to give me a workout for this month. I want to target all body parts, especially legs, back, and high intensity interval training. My goal is to lose insert pounds in 4 months. I also want to be toned and to be pushed to the limit. Can you give me a workout plan to reflect these goals I have set for myself? I was very specific with this prompt because I didn't want any basic workout plan. I wanted my results to reflect exactly what I was looking for. Now, when you prompt ChatGPT, of course, I didn't just copy and paste everything it gave me. There were some additional prompts I had to ask, like, can you change this workout? It's too much of this, it's too much of that. So do this based on what you're looking for. So when I get all these ideas, I also create a template in Notion for my workout schedule. You can do this on your Apple Notes. You can do this in whatever you have that's handy and easy for you. Now, the point of setting systems is to automate our day-to-day, automate our planning so that we're not fatigued with having to achieve all these big goals that we've set for ourselves. Again, these are my examples. You have to create a system that works for you. Don't do it because your favorite fitness influencer did it that way or your favorite YouTuber me did it that way. Just kidding. I used to have my meal plans and my workout schedules on the notes on my phone. The reason why I transitioned into Notion is because I just built all my systems in there and I wanted to be able to have everything in one place. I didn't want to have to navigate through different apps because it's just too much work. I like to keep things simplified for myself. Now, you can use this for other different parts of your life, like your finances, building out your content. So that's part one. Let's jump into part two. Part two is scheduling and execution. This part is actually easy. You've built out your meal prep schedule, you've built out your workout plan, you've built out your content plan, you've built out everything. It's in a template, in a note, somewhere, your calendar. Now, let's schedule it in our day-to-day. The same way when we're at work, we have all these meetings lined up in our calendar, you have these deliverables and the timeline to submit them. That's exactly how you're going to schedule your life because your life is work. I'm going to echo this over and over again. We're trying to simplify all of this and not make things complicated. So a simple way for me is to block out time on my calendar. The first way in which I do this is a method I've used longer, which is my daily planner. This is a method I use for a longer period of time because my daily planner, I was able to put in my personal life stuff and also work scheduling as well. But as time went by, I realized that method number two works better for me, and that is using my calendar on my phone. We're on our phone quite a bit, whether it's scrolling or answering texts, making phone calls. So I know I'm always closer to my phone than I probably would with my daily planner. Sometimes I might step out to the gym and my planner is at home. So what I started doing is time blocking on my calendar. The same way I would do it in my daily planner, I would just schedule things and time block throughout the day on my phone. Now, both methods work great for me. I'm able to interchange as the weeks go by. If I want to spend less time on my phone this week, I would just use my daily planner and be on my phone less. However, if I know I'm going to be running around a lot, running a lot of errands, I'll probably put it on my phone calendar because I know it's right in my hand and I can just stare at what I need to do next for the day. So don't just say, I have to grocery shop today, I have to work out today. Schedule it, plan it out like an appointment. It is an appointment. You've appointed that goal to yourself today. You know you're getting it done. It's right in your face. Now, if you've watched my video up until this point, please do not forget to like, subscribe, and share to anyone who might find this helpful. And let us know in the comments what systems you use that benefits you because I really want to learn something new as well. Part three is tracking our progress and adjusting. This is where you perform a self-evaluation or review as you go on. Now, you can do this daily, weekly, or monthly if you want. I like to do this weekly because I like to give myself time to actually get stuff done and then reflect on how it's working for me. At the end of the week, while I'm building my to-do list or my schedule for the following week, I also look back on the week prior and see how we're doing. Did we actually go to the gym? Did we actually get done whatever we have said to get done? If not, we move it on to the next week. And then from there, I can see what is working for me and what's not really working, especially if I'm implementing something new for myself. This is a good time to check in and see if this new system or new method of something I'm trying is working out well. I did this with the meal prep schedule. I really wanted to see if I was going to stick with the meals that I planned out for the week. And then I did this for week 1, 2, 3, 4, and I realized this is something that is working greatly for me. And I've been doing it ever since. It has been 4 months of having an automated meal prep plan and a gym schedule, and it's been great. That's why I'm sharing with you. So how I actually track myself is through Notion as well. Again, I've built everything in there so that I can navigate everything at once and I don't have to flip through different apps. So I actually have a habit tracker that I create in Notion that I check up every day to see if I'm sticking with specific habits. It is not a very long habit tracker. I have like 5 habits in there, just things I want to repeat every day. And from there, I can refine things if need be, maybe even remove some things. At the beginning of the year, my habit tracker had 7 to 8 different habits in there. And within week 2, I realized that was not going to work for me. 8 different things that I have to stick to every day was too much for me. So now I have 4 to 5, and it works great. I do try to stick with a method for a long time to see if it's actually working before implementing something new. So what I will do is refine and remove rather than add on, because I don't want to overwhelm myself. Echoing again, we're trying to make this as easy as possible. If anything, the hardest part was planning and structuring, just building in those systems that become automated. After that, everything just falls into place. And to conclude on everything we've discussed today, you want to try your best to overcome fatigue as much as possible. Setting up systems do not mean perfection. Our lives might never be perfect. Personally, I'm never chasing perfection. We just want to make sure things are happening for us and we're able to breathe while things fall into place. Make sure while you're setting up these systems, you have something in there that implements self-care. Take care of yourself. That is the most important thing you can do, taking care of yourself. If you're not well taken care of, it might be even harder to achieve the goals that you set for yourself. So put you first. So I try not to make too many promises on this channel, but I can promise you this one thing: the simpler your systems are, the easier it is to navigate your goals and the plans that you've set for yourself. So don't stress yourself out, because if you're already stressed out with the systems that you're creating, imagine how you're going to get to that goal. You're going to get there and look back and realize you burnt everything out chasing for that one goal. So take it easy. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Do not forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, share this with whoever might find it helpful. If there's anything that I've talked about that you want to see more of, please let me know in the comment or even email me. I'm more than happy to dive in more into a specific topic, a specific system, whatever you want to see, I'm here for you. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye, friends.